Welcome to 5 News. I'm Claudia Liza Armar. It was supposed to be an event that brought together a community of car enthusiasts. But last night, a car meet in Stevenage ended in disaster. At least 17 people were injured, some seriously, when two vehicles crashed, sending one of them ploughing into the crowds that lined the road. One local resident told 5 News she'd warned police of the dangers of people racing at these type of events just a few days ago. From Stevenage, Olivia Kinsley reports.
Cars and crowds of people just inches apart. It's a collision waiting to happen, and as this car pulls out, it does. We've stopped the video as they crash into groups of people on either side of the carriageway. 17 were injured, 2 seriously. The police believe there may have been 400 people there.
But the actual impact itself, the people standing there, they had no chance of reacting or moving out of the way. It just happened so quickly. But it was just a complete shock. That was the initial feeling for myself and loads of other people that I spoke to there. It was just, total shock, and you don't expect to see that really.
The police have marked on the road in yellow the point of impact, with both cars then veering off to either side of the carriageway. The people they hit will have had no time to react. It's incredible, really, that no one was killed.
Whip it. It was meant to be a static car display, raising money for charity. This is a promo video for a similar event by the same organisers, Cruise Hearts, who said today the crash didn't involve their members.
We've been doing this for a total of 10 years. The media and local members of the public will label us as boy racers. We're not boy racers, we're car enthusiasts. There's a very big difference. We come to a car park to show off our pride and joy.
Saw 2 cars screech out of the turning last week.
Sophie Bogus lives nearby and says she saw hundreds of people here at the same time last week.
We saw a car speeding out of this turning and a lot of people lining the verges. Must have been a couple of hundred at least, I would say, last Thursday.
And you actually rang the police?
Yeah, I did, just because I was concerned about, I think that they were racing.
I asked the police why they weren't therefore monitoring last night's event.
We weren't aware of such a large gathering last night, firstly, and my colleagues, police officers and emergency services were at the scene within minutes of the collision taking place. In relation to previous incidents, they have been on a much smaller scale.
A former traffic officer tells us these types of events can be hard to control.
The event itself appears to be fairly well run and marshalled and in the car park, and they tell everybody not to race out on the street and to stay in the car park. What's happened is, they call it rogue drivers, have gone out on the street for a bit of fun.
The Hearts Cruise Group says it won't be holding any more of these events after what happened last night. Some may wonder why they were allowed at all.
Let's speak to Olivia now and from Stevenage. And Olivia, what is the latest in this police investigation?
Well, the police say that so far they have not made any arrests, but of course the investigation is in its very early stages. This stretch of road here where the accident happened is a 40-mile-per-hour limit, and of course as part of their investigation they will be trying to find out exactly what speed those 2 vehicles were going. As you saw in my piece, there were a lot of people here and a lot of people filming what was happening on their mobile phones, and the police are asking anyone who might have relevant footage to send it to them. They say they're particularly interested to see any footage from people who might have had dash cams in their car at the time of the collision. Earlier on, as you saw in my piece, I spoke to the Chief Inspector at Herts Police, and she also told me that as part of their investigation they will be reviewing what the police possibly could have done, if anything, to try to prevent what happened here last night and also to stop it happening again in the future.
OK, Olivia, with that update from Stevenage, thank you.